Hey guys, this is your girl Nalunga Malibwanga, your emotional healing partner, your emotional healing coach. That one person who is passionate about healing, and in this case, I'm so passionate about emotional healing. Those things that happen to us, and those scars that are there inside that that can't be seen, and the only way probably we can see them is how you behave, how you respond to situation, how you respond to behavior, to circumstances, how you behave in your day-to-day life, and guess what, those things are dangerous because we are experiencing suicide. And where is it coming from? There are those things that happen to us, and they are eating us every now and then. They are eating us, and it's a scar that nobody is seeing. And if you're a person who doesn't even share or talk about them with your close friends to tell them how what happened affected you, then you just wake up one day and you're like, why why don't I even end this life? I'm tired, I'm done, this load is so heavy. And so for me, that's where my desire, my passion comes in, to see you heal gracefully, to see you come out of that pain gracefully. And so today I want us to talk about emotional displacement. And what is it anyway? Emotional displacement is transferring those emotions, and most of the negative emotions, from a certain place or a person to a less riskier person, a less riskier place or person. You transfer those emotions, the negative ones, to another person. And we are all culprits of this, in one way or the other. But most of the times, we transfer this to people who even don't deserve it. Your children, your spouse, your workmates, to the border men we meet on the way, to the other people we meet on the way, and we just spill over them because of what happened somewhere. Let's take examples. Probably you had an argument or a conflict at home, something is happening with your spouse, and guess what? Because you fear to talk to your spouse or to show them how you feel. So you leave home, you come to work, and you start working, and your friends come, your workmates come, and they are greeting you, and you don't even respond. People are greeting, good morning, Molly. Good morning, Molly. Good morning. And you just give them that attitude. But guess what? You are giving that attitude, well, we are not part of what happened. We even don't know what happened. To make matters worse, you go in a meeting at work, and as we are discussing issues, we are giving our opinions, and probably your opinion is not taken. You jump on that table, you start banging tables, you start almost throwing up chairs, you start insulting people. There are these people who say, I speak my mind. Me, I just speak my mind. Me, I bring it out as it is. Yes, it's good to be honesty, to bring out the issue as it is, but be mindful that you are talking to people. And most of the times, you say like that because there is something in you that is suffocated. Something happened and you didn't express yourself. And we do emotion displacement as a way of expressing how we feel. And guess what? We all want to express our emotions. We all want to express and feel like we've talked about these issues. But be keen how you express yourself. Okay? How do you express yourself? And who do you express yourself to? Okay? So you come in the meeting and you start shouting, insulting people. Why? Because something happened at home and you didn't talk to your spouse about it. Probably they didn't help you to lay the bed. Probably they didn't help you with something. Or another example. Another example. You are at work and things didn't go well at work. Your boss probably didn't take you well. They didn't respond to your issues well. You felt undermined. You felt disrespected, and so you leave home. You go to work. I mean, you leave work. You go back home, and your children are happy to see you. If you have children, and they're like, "Mommy, mommy, mommy," they are bringing their innocent hugs to you, and you're like, Guys, don't disturb me. I'm so tired. Guys, I'm tired. You don't know what happened. But man, these are your children. They really don't know what happened. So we need to grow to a level where we are able to absorb those things and we don't just spill over other people. So your children are hugging you and you don't want to know. Your spouse is like, hey honey, welcome back, and you're like, what is it's like everything irritates you. And you have a right. Your feelings are validated. But guess what? They are innocent people you are spilling over. They are innocent people you're just splashing over. And they are not part of what happened. They're not part of what happened. So, what am I talking about? Most of the times, those issues will cause you more harm. Your spouse will be like, what's wrong with this woman? I'm here welcoming her. And your children will be like, what's wrong with mommy? What's wrong with daddy? What did we do to get this kind of treatment? You know what? And guess what? This, even your child will do so. If you have a teenager at home, and probably because they fear you, something will happen, and then you will maybe back at them, shout at them, lash out at them. And what they will do, because emotion displacement, it's like this, you are probably here and they are here. So you are the parent, this is the teenager. And so you insult or you will lash out at your teenager. They will not lash at you probably because they will fear. Like, if I lash at this woman, my mom, probably she will just beat me. So what they will do, they will go to the minor one. They will go to their young sibling, and probably the sibling is on their way, and they want to pass, and they will just push them, like, go, move out of the way also. They will just push them, or even knock them, or even slap them. Why? Because the way you talk to them, they feared to bring it on you, and so they had to bring it to a minor one, where they see less risk that if I insult this sibling of mine, 5-year or 6-year old, what will she do? But the whole issue started from you lashing out to them. It started from work. You brought it from work. You brought it to them, and then from them to another person. And we do that. We do that. We come and lash out to border men. We come and lash out to people, strangers on the way, in taxis. And like someone says something, and other people are laughing for you because you have your pain inside of you. Just bring it out onto other people. You know what? But guess what? We all go through pain. But it's time we learned how, it's high time we learned how to hold ourselves so strong and tell yourself, I am hurting, but I don't want to spill over any other person. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve it. And how do we go about this? Maybe most of us, we've done this. We've done this too. I want you to go back in your life and start examining and evaluating the responses you've been giving to people. In those meetings, how you responded. Some of you have come to your bosses ready to fire at them. I will show them. Because of what happened probably in the previous meeting, you felt like you were not respected. So this time you come ready. That is displacement. You're like, it happened the other time, today I'm ready for them. I'm going to just... You are not objective. Some of us, our requests have not been responded to because we are not objective. We deal with things, with emotions, everything. Many times at work, we are supposed to be objective. Even when you were insulted, you are supposed to remain objective. So how do we go about this? What are some of ways we can go about this? If you feel that you are in pain, if you feel like you've been, like there is something that has happened, and instead of carrying it onto other people, call a trusted person. Call an emotional healing coach. Call me. Call someone and tell them, this is how I feel. I have a friend, I won't mention her name. Most of the times when we are going through challenges, like any human being, we just check in. We say, hey dear, I want to check in. I just want to release. And at that point, Molly Nalunga, I am not there to correct. I'm not there to be like, hey, what happened with your spouse? What happened at work? Okay, this is how you should go about it. No, this person has called me to release. I've called them to release. So that friend of mine, we usually say, hey, I just need to pour out. And so we start, this is what is going on. Woo. That person is ready for my emotions. They are ready to hear all my insults, all my word, what is going, all my feelings, my inner feelings. So call someone you trust and talk to them about those inner feelings. Talk to them. Okay? Get some music if you feel so suffocated. Because some of you even have gotten involved into accidents that were unnecessary. Because you came, you were annoyed, it's from work, from home, or your children, your friends, and so you bring it on the road. You've gotten involved in accidents unknowingly because inside of you are just arguing, you are just quarreling, we are just punching someone in your mind, and the same action in your mind comes into reality when you're driving on the road. One day you'll just knock someone to death, or even you. So get some music, get some songs that bring your vibe back, get some songs that give you an inspiration, and you know, do it. Do it. Listen. Dance. Dance to that music or listen to that music, you know. I have music. I have songs that I love listening to. I have songs that I listen to when I'm down, when I feel like things are not really moving on well. So I get out my music and I start listening. The more I listen, I listen, I start resonating with those songs, you know. So I'll come back with part two. I don't want to take long, but I'll come back with part two on how to go about this and the beauty and the advantages of us learning how to emotionally displace and we just don't spill over other people. Otherwise, many of us are going to lose. There are even dangers. We shall talk about all those things. Thank you. Continue subscribing to this channel, Nalunga Molebwanga. Invite your friends to subscribe to it, and we learn together. Bye bye.